Okay, what I did was I trimmed this down quite a bit, alright, and up behind the head here that you see. Alright, I finished up the one ear. I trimmed this down. I didn't put the little knob at the top yet. I kind of drew in where his eyes are going to be. His nose is a little different. His mouth and nose is a little different than most of the animals because of the placement of the nose. They kind of have a larger lip at the end that's rounded, so we're going to work on that later. What we're going to work on now is we're going to start working our way down the body here. All my stuff kind of sits a little bit, so what we're going to do is we're going to try to take out the legs area here. So we're going to figure out how far this is going to go, because his legs are kind of long, alright, and we're going to do this, and we're going to have his legs down this way, alright. So the first thing we need to do, we need to trim a little bit of that off. Let's first take this and just kind of put where our little V cut here is, because this kind of sticks out a little ways, okay? So we're going to just do that, and then we're going to trim this down, all the way down. We're going to kind of trim it down a little bit. Alright. And we're going to also just put the V cut in here at the top. Let me use my other knife. And a little V cut here. We're going to kind of have this blend in. There we go. Just like so. We're going to take that hard edge off, that point. But that point's okay because it's kind of like his neck area there. He's got a very long neck. We're going to even trim this down a little further and keep thinning it out. The thinner you have it, I think the more not realistic, but the more you'll see it's a giraffe. Alright, so down here we're going to do his feet. Now his feet are going to be his 2 front feet and his 2 side foot, back feet here, hoofs or whatever. So we're going to just cut this out, follow the line, and we're going to just cut this out the top, just like so. Okay, we're going to bring this down a little ways, just cut that out. Alright, same thing over here. Wherever this starts, we're going to just kind of take that out with a V cut. Alright, and over here we're going to cut it out at the bottom here. Gotta separate these feet a little bit. Same thing over here. Alright, and we have this one cut out already, so we're just going to follow that line out. You want to be careful when you cut that you don't jab your point of your knife into the feet. Okay, as much as possible try not to do that. Alright, so right here we're going to just notch this out at an angle. I'll show you one. We're going to just kind of take this all the way up. Alright, that's a 1 foot. Alright, we're going to dig this out a little further, of course. That's not going to be deep enough. Go back up here and just kind of cut that out. We'll put little V cuts at the top a little bit later. We're going to round that off just a little bit. Get this more oval. Alright, just like so. And then we're going to do the other side as well. The next project you'll just need a block, because I needed room to make the ears on the next project. So, but you're gonna have to make 2 of these, remember, or you can make 1. It's up to you, but 2 of everything is really the format for the for Noah's Ark. And I did some research on Noah's Ark. Very interesting. I've always heard the Bible story as a kid, and you know, it's just very interesting if you're interested in researching it, and there's a lot to that story. And well, of course we're going to have to carve Noah, at least Noah anyway, to be part of this scene. Alright, that's where that goes. Alright, so now we have that taken care of, and we're going to bring this down a little bit further, okay? Just a little bit further. I'm just going to cut it right above the foot there. Same thing over here. I wish it would stop raining. Very, just thinking they're calling for some flooding. What a perfect little project to be working on right now for that. Jeez. Alright. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do, see his body is starting to shape up. Okay, what we need to do is we need to separate this, but what we need to do is bring this back just a little bit. Just the whole thing a little bit back. Alright, and we're going to put a line down the center, a parting one. Alright, we're going to figure out where his hoofs are going to be here. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And the other thing we need to do is we need to put a side, like where the end, and we need to bring this up. Okay? Up and a little bit of a turn at the top. Just like so. You'll see it will work out. Alright, this is his leg area, right? So we can go up a little higher if you want, because he is tall. Sorry about the background noise, there's not much I can do about that. I'll try to speak a little bit louder. Alright, so we live in an area that we're on a hill here at the farm, and we don't have too many problems with flooding, but our bridge down the street is the Brandywine Creek, and that has a habit of flooding each and every time. And they redid it not too long ago, the bridge itself. And it's not prone to it as much, but every year somebody gets stuck trying to go through that water. And as a kid, as a teenager, I did one time, and I thought, no, that's enough for me. So here we're going to put a marking here. We're going to start putting the hoofs in here. A little bit at an angle coming back down. Okay? There you go. Just like so. I did one time, I went through it, it was up to my door, and I almost conked out the car. This was back in 1977, 78. And ever since that, if I have doubt, I go around. I don't chance my car going through. More people have been standing on the roof of their cars yelling for help over in that area over the years, and it never fails. There's always somebody that decides they're going to go through it, and they get stuck. Okay, we're going to bring this over just a little bit. All right, because their legs are kind of thin, so we don't want them too thick. So we're going to bring this up